This video is for educational purposes only. It's not intended for anything more or less, and we will learn how to move in this type of situation.
Everything is gravy, yeah, we living good. Played the streets for a minute, now I'm out the hood. This that Pimp C flow, diamonds against that wood. I'm dedicated to this grid and I won't never budge.
Picture this. You're at a party. You don't really party. You're more of a 2 beers and I'm good person. But your friends dragged you out, and now
I'm a 0 beers and I'm a good person.
you're on a couch watching everyone have a better time than you. Then your buddy sits down next to you, pulls out a pill, says it's Xanax, says it'll help you relax, stop overthinking, actually enjoy yourself for once. You say no. Obviously. You don't do drugs. You've seen the DARE presentations. You know better. But then he
Bro, is my school the only school that showed niggas a video of a guy who grew up? It was like smoking cigarettes and that turned him bad. He ended up jail, but you never seen his face. It was like a dark shadow. Y'all know how like on the news to hide someone's identity, that's what they be doing. They said this nigga, they said this nigga started smoking cigarettes, ended up in jail with a skull tattoo on his arm, nigga. That's the fucking video they showed my school, nigga, when I was in like elementary. You know what I'm saying? I remember the DARE stickers, the little red ribbons and shit.
hits you with it. Bro, everyone here's done it. You trying to be better than us? You scared? Come on, don't be a pussy. And now it's not about the pill anymore. It's about proving you're not the lame one. So you take
Right, yeah, fuck all that shit, bro. I always been a kid to think for herself, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could never peer pressure me into doing nothing.
Oh, hey there. What's 50 times stronger than heroin and somehow easier to get than a prescription for antibiotics?
Fentanyl, it's B.
If you guessed B, fentanyl, you're correct. If you guessed D, also correct, but we're focusing on
What was D?
fentanyl.
Your mom's disappointment. That's probably a hundred times stronger.
If you guessed B, fentanyl, you're correct. If you guessed D, also correct, but we're focusing on fentanyl today. Here's the fun part. That pill you just took wasn't Xanax. It was pressed fentanyl. Or it was Xanax laced with fentanyl.
Bro, I get y'all niggas like trying to sell like fake pills, as in like you don't got the real thing, y'all trying to make money or whatever. I understand the hustle, bro. But like, why resort to fentanyl? And how the fuck do you get fentanyl? And fentanyl is something that's new, bro. This shit just came out, bro. This shit just came out not even 10 years ago, bro. Like 10 years ago, niggas was not talking about no fucking fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? Now this is like it's probably been around, but like not to the level it's at now. I think it's actually, let me see. Let's Google it. When did fentanyl come out? 1960 it was created. So it's been around, of course. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a pharmaceutical, and they actually use it, I think, in like in surgeries or whatever. Medical evolution. The fentanyl transdermal patch was introduced to treat chronic pain, followed by lozenges and lollipop formulations in the late 1990s. You know what I'm saying? But nobody was talking about this shit 10 years ago, bro. You know? This shit is new, bro.
And the lethal dose
And
is
it's like, how are y'all getting this amount of it to even put into these pills, these fake pills? And why do y'all resort into this? To use fentanyl to do it? Why you can't just use some type of harmless substance, you know what I'm saying, that has no effect on somebody? Like, why the fuck do y'all have, I get the hustle, bro, but why the fuck does it have to be fucking deadly fentanyl? You know?
about 2 milligrams.
Y'all can literally make fake pills of anything. Why the fuck does it have to be fentanyl in it? Who do y'all think is doing this shit, though? Where the fuck are they getting the fentanyl from, bro? You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck are they? Medical lozenges and shit like that. It was for medical purposes. You know what I'm saying? I would imagine, at least. That's it. That's just at lollipops, didn't it? And lollipop, yeah. but that says medical evolution, you know. So my thing is though, like, why, where, you know, it's the government doing this shit, bro. These pharmaceutical companies, bro.
That's the weight of a few grains of salt. You literally
Hold on.
can't. It was personal today. Here's the fun part. That pill you just took wasn't Xanax. It was pressed fentanyl. Or it was
Even if it was Xanax, bro, why are you taking pills, bro? Like, you're a fucking dope head.
Xanax laced with fentanyl. And the lethal dose is about 2 milligrams. That's
2
the weight of a few
milligrams.
grains of salt. You literally cannot see it. Your friend didn't know it was
Wow.
laced. Not because he's secretly Zach
It's like,
Galifianakis trying to roofie the group.
it's like, if that's the minimum dose that can be lethal, right? How much are they fucking putting in these pills, nigga? And if they're sprinkling just that small amount, the 2 milligrams, bro, how the fuck, like, they're intentionally putting just that much amount in it, bro? Like, what?
For a wild weekend in Vegas, just because the guy who pressed these pills in his basement doesn't have FDA quality control. And now you've got about 50
That is true, but back in 1990, um, the laws were probably different. You know what I'm saying? To where, like, not appealing to children and stuff like that. Like, they just changed, like, swishers and shit like that. I think they still got grape swishers. They still got grape swishers. But it's like backwoods and stuff. Like, there was a point in time, like, tobacco products, they had to, like, change the names of them. They couldn't be like fruity flavors or whatever the hell. They had to use like wine and bourbon and those type of names.
15 to 30 minutes before your body completely shuts down. Let's find
Hold
out what
on.
it is. The guy who pressed these pills in his to roofie the group. Your friend didn't know it weight of a few grains of salt. You literally cannot see it. Your friend didn't know it was laced. Not because he's secretly Zach Galifianakis trying to roofie the group for a wild weekend in Vegas. Just because the guy who pressed these pills in his basement doesn't have FDA quality control. And now you've got about 15 to 30 minutes before your body completely shuts down. Let's find out what it feels like when peer pressure kills you. So what exactly is fentanyl? And why is something this deadly being pressed into fake Xanax bars by guys named Kyle? Fentanyl's a synthetic opioid, created in 1960 by a Belgian chemist who was probably trying to cure cancer or something noble. Instead, he invented the most efficient way to accidentally kill recreational drug users. Hospitals use it because it's incredibly good at blocking pain. It binds to opioid receptors in your brain and nervous system and basically tells your body, hey, stop feeling things.
Hey bro, you need to stop feeling things.
What? No, why would I?
It's about 50 times stronger than heroin, 100 times stronger than morphine. The medical dose for pain management is 25 to 100 micrograms. That's 0.025 to 0.1 milligrams. The dose that kills you? 2 milligrams, which means there's basically no margin for error. It's like if Tylenol's safe dose was 1 pill and 2 pills made your liver explode. And here's why street fentanyl is Russian roulette.
So hold on, I wasn't paying no attention. They said so 25 to 100 micrograms
5 to 0.1 milligrams.
is equal to 0.025 to 0.1 milligrams of a safe dose.
The dose that kills you? 2 milligrams, which means there's basically no margin for error. It's like if Tylenol's safe dose was 1 pill and 2 pills made your liver explode. And here's why street fentanyl is Russian roulette. When someone's pressing thousands of pills in bulk, the fentanyl doesn't distribute evenly. One pill might have 0.5 milligrams. The next one might have 5 milligrams.
But that's so small of, like, why are they even putting that in the fucking pills? That's not even making up a fucking 0.1% of the pill. Why are they even putting it in it? That doesn't make sense.
Your friend took one last week and was fine? Cool.
Or
Congrats
does it just happen to be in the concoction somehow? Like, what?
to him. You just got the Mega Millions jackpot of bad luck.
Oh man, now I'm
all emotional.
So what does fentanyl do to you? Simple. It floods your opioid receptors, the parts of your brain responsible for pain, pleasure, and breathing, and overwhelms them completely. In a hospital, they give you just enough to block pain while keeping you alive. At this party, you just took enough to block consciousness and respiration, and eventually, your pulse. Buckle up. This gets weird fast.
This next part gets weird.
All right, here's the timeline. Fentanyl moves fast. From the moment that pill hits your stomach to complete system shutdown, about 10 to 30 minutes, depending on dose.
So because it's so strong, they want people to keep coming back for more. I mean, I guess that would make sense. But man, why are you even tampering with it, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like there's such thing as a moral drug dealer, right? You know what I'm saying? Like what that nigga Montana 300 said, I don't know if he said he never wanted to kill or never wanted to sell crack or whatever because his mama was on it, but I know he said he wanted to kill every drug dealer that did sell his mama crack. You know what I'm saying? There's such thing as a moral drug dealer, bro. They not gonna sell you no fucked up shit that's gonna kill you, bro. But there's some that don't give a fuck. You know?
Pill hits your stomach to complete system shutdown, about 10 to 30 minutes, depending on dose and body weight. Let's go minute by minute. First 5 minutes. You feel amazing.
Yeah, I can take it. No, I can take it.
You are amazing.
Better than you felt in years, maybe ever. Fentanyl slams into your mu opioid receptors like a freight train made of serotonin and bad decisions.
If something hits you that quick in 5 minutes, bro, you know you gotta be like going downhill, bro, because there's no way.
These receptors control pain, but they also control reward.
That's like hitting a blunt.
Euphoria. Every problem you've been carrying, work, stress, relationship, anxiety, existential dread, it all just evaporates. You feel warm, safe, like you're wrapped in the universe's softest blanket. Your friends are talking to you. You're nodding and smiling. Everything they say is the funniest thing you've ever heard. You're finally relaxed, finally part of the group. Meanwhile, your respiratory rate just dropped from 16 breaths per minute to 10, then 8, then 6. See, fentanyl doesn't just make you feel good. It tells your brainstem, the part that controls automatic functions like breathing, to chill the fuck out. And your brainstem, being a team player, complies. You don't notice. Why would you? You feel incredible. 5 to 10 minutes in, the euphoria is shifting into something heavier. You're not high anymore. You're sedated. Someone asks if you're okay. You try to answer, but the words come out slow, thick, like your tongue forgot how to work.
Invisible.
Your vision's blurring, not in a I need glasses way, in a my brain's not processing visual information correctly way. Sounds are muffled, distant, like you're underwater. You're not scared though, can't be. Your brain's too oxygen deprived to generate complex emotions like fear. You're just really, really tired. Your oxygen saturation, amount of oxygen in your blood, has dropped from a healthy 98% to 85%, then to 80%. Your lips are turning blue, your fingernails are gray. Your friends are starting to get concerned, but they're drunk and high, and nobody wants to be the one who ruins the vibe by calling 911 over a guy who's just really stoned. Classic party dilemma, is he dying or is he just British? Fun fact, this is the window where Narcan could 100% save you. One spray up the nose and you'd wake up confused, pissed off, and alive.
So Narcan can literally, I've seen people like use it on other people and whatnot. I mean, that shit works, bro. But so you mean to tell me if someone take fentanyl right like that, bro, and you just shoot that up their nose, they gonna instantly be able to snap back?
Problem is, nobody at this party has Narcan. Why would they? They're not real drug users. They're just college kids having fun.
Right.
Guess what happens next? 10 to 15 minutes. You're out, fully unconscious. And this is where things get bad. Your breathing's almost completely stopped. Maybe one breath every 30 seconds, maybe one per minute. Your brain is suffocating. Here's the thing about your brain. It's 2% of your body weight, but uses 20% of your oxygen. It's a resource hog.
It's crazy.
And right now, It's getting nothing. The parts of your brain responsible for consciousness, memory, decision-making, gone. Offline. What's left is just your brainstem trying desperately to keep your heart beating. Your friends are freaking out. Someone's slapping your face. Someone else is yelling your name. You don't respond. Can't respond. You're not there. Finally, someone calls 911. By the way, quick PSA from your dead host. If someone's unresponsive at a party, call 911 immediately. I know you're worried about cops showing up. I know you don't want to get in trouble. But you know what's worse than getting in trouble? Your friend dying on your couch while you Googled, is he just really high or dead? Anyway, back to you dying. 15 to 25 minutes, you've stopped breathing entirely, respiratory arrest. Your oxygen saturation's in free fall. 60%, 50%, 40%. Your organs are screaming for oxygen. Your brain especially. Your heart's trying to compensate. It's beating faster, harder, trying to pump whatever oxygen's left to your brain. But there's nothing to pump. It's like revving an engine with no gas. The system's breaking down. If you're lucky, and I mean really lucky, paramedics arrive now. They immediately hit you with Narcan. Start chest compressions. Bag you manually force air into your lungs. Narcan's a miracle drug. It's an opioid antagonist, kicks the fentanyl off your receptors, and reverses the overdose in seconds. With Narcan, you wake up angry, confused, and in withdrawal.
They've got little Narcan stations, like, you know, everywhere. They're like hit or miss though, bro. Like, you never really know where one would be at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless you've seen it before. I know a spot. They've got them at this one church. And they've just got it like you could just walk up to it and open it up and take it. You know, it's outside.
But alive. Without it, your heart stops, and we move to the final stage. 25 to 30 minutes. Your heart stops. Cardiac arrest. At this point, even if they revive your heart, your brain's been without oxygen for so long that the person you were is gone. You might technically survive. Your body might keep functioning with medical support, but you, the person who went to that party, who gave in to peer pressure, who just wanted to fit in, you're already gone. The worst part? From the outside,
Bro, your first drug you shouldn't do, like, outside of, like, I don't even like drinking. I don't really agree with drinking like that. Like, drinking is, but outside of drinking and smoking weed, those should be your first drugs you ever tamper with, bro. It shouldn't be no fucking pill.
fentanyl overdose looks peaceful. No thrashing,
Definitely nothing more than that.
no screaming, you just stop. Which is why your friends didn't realize until it was too late. All right, but what does this actually feel like? Because we've covered the biology. Let's talk about the experience. At first, incredible. The best you've ever felt. All the stress, anxiety, self-doubt, gone. You feel good. Not, had a nice day good. This is what happiness actually is good. Then you start sinking. Not physically, mentally. Like you're being submerged in warm honey. And it feels safe, comfortable. You hear people talking.
Nigga, that shit like being under anesthesia, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you there 1 second, you think ain't nothing finna happen to you. Ain't no way you finna fall asleep, and then that's what it's like.
But you can't focus on the words. They sound far away. You want to respond, but forming thoughts is too hard. Your brain's moving in slow motion. And here's what makes fentanyl different from most other ways to die. There's no panic, no pain, no desperate gasping for air. You just feel tired, like you could sleep forever. Some survivors describe it as the most comfortable I've ever been. Others say it felt like floating, detached from their body, watching from somewhere else. And emotionally, nothing. No fear, no regret, no final thoughts about your family or what you're leaving behind. Just nothing. Most ways to die, your brain panics, floods you with adrenaline, fights. But fentanyl, it just turns everything off, gently, quietly, which is why it's so dangerous. It doesn't feel dangerous. It feels like relief. Quick reality check. Fentanyl killed over 75,000 people in the US last year.
Damn.
That's more than car accidents.
Damn.
More than gun violence.
God damn. More than cars? Shit.
It's the leading cause of death for Americans aged 18 to 45. And most of them didn't know they were taking fentanyl. They thought they were taking Xanax, or Percocet, or Adderall they bought from a friend of a friend.
Fucking
Here's why it's
Adderall?
everywhere. Fentanyl's
Hell
cheap
no.
to make. It's synthetic. No poppy fields needed. You can cook it in a lab. And because it's so potent, you need way less product to get the same effect. So dealers cut everything with it. Bigger profit margins,
Where
smaller
the hell they getting fentanyl
shipments,
from?
higher potency. If some customers die, there's always more customers. It's capitalism, baby.
Now that's
That's
capitalism.
not true. If the whole world got addicted to drugs and gets wiped out with fentanyl, my nigga, there's not always more customers. No.
The free market decided
There's
you're
only more customers when you're a weed smoker. You know what I'm saying? When you're an alcoholic, then there's always more customers.
your life is worth less than a higher profit margin.
Something that doesn't fucking kill you instantly.
Illuminati.
So, there you have it. Fentanyl overdose. Fast, painless, and disturbingly easy to stumble into by accident. The peer pressure thing? That's real. I know it sounds like an after-school special, but people actually give into that stuff. Especially when you're young
Facts.
and insecure and just want to be liked. So
Facts.
here's my advice. From one dead guy to whoever's watching this. If someone's pressuring you to take something and your gut says no, just don't.
No.
Yeah, they'll call you lame. Yeah, you might feel left out.
Be lame. Ain't nothing wrong with being lame. What's cool is being alive.
But you know what's lamer than being the sober guy at a party? Being dead at 23 because you wanted to seem cool.
Man.
Hit subscribe if you like these type of videos. Oh, and
Man. So I'm just curious. Where can I get fentanyl from?
According to nyc.gov, fentanyl is commonly found in drugs sold as heroin or dope. It has also been found in other drugs including powder and crack cocaine, methamphetamine, and ketamine.
So you're only gonna get it in drugs, nigga. You can't just go and get it. Fentanyl strips. CVS sells fentanyl strips, both in their physical stores, often in the home health drug test section and online CVS.com as part of their harm reduction efforts alongside naloxone. You can find brands like Drug Check at CVS, and they're also available from online retailers and sometimes for free from local health organizations, though availability can be... The fuck is a fentanyl strip, nigga? Is that a test strip? Fentanyl test strip, yeah. Yeah, it says test strips. About to say, nigga, just buy a fucking strip of fentanyl, nigga. At CVS, nigga. It's just like, as a drug dealer, bro, like, where the hell do you even look to get this shit, bro? You're getting it from fucking from pharmaceuticals, bro. Where is it coming from? How are drug dealers getting fentanyl to lace with other drugs? Drug dealers get fentanyl primarily through a sophisticated international supply chain where Mexican look at this, criminal organizations manufacture the drug using precursor chemicals sourced from China and India. Is that right? And then smuggle the finished product into the United States. So Mexico, that's kind of racist, don't you think? It's coming from the fucking government, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. They trying to kill us, man. Just like the McDonald's CEO won't eat the burger. You know what I'm saying? Same fucking shit, bro. Poison, my nigga. That shit coming from, bro. This shit says drug dealers get fentanyl primarily through sophisticated international supply chains where Mexican... So basically China and India is where they're getting it from. Is what this is saying. And they're using Mexico cartels to manufacture it. This shit crazy, bro. I'm telling y'all, it's coming from the government, bro, and these pharmaceutical companies, bro. Like, let's just look at pharmaceutical stocks, nigga. Pharmaceutical companies on the stock market. $900 billion market cap. LLY, I don't even know what these are. AbbVie, that's the one that had the coronavirus vaccine. Johnson & Johnson, major diversified player and recognized for high stability. Pfizer, that's the vaccine. Eli Lilly and Company. Let's just look at their stock. And let's look at the performance of it. I mean, just look at this, bro. In 5 years, it's up 378%. Like, you want to make money in stocks, and you know what I'm saying? You want to make some money? Invest in fucking pharmaceuticals. They're down 8% this year. Might be a good time to buy. Year to date, they're down 8%. Over the last 5 years, 300 and fucking 78%. What's the goddamn yearly percentage on that, bro? And that's ever since fentanyl's been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Over the last 5 years, that's when how long fentanyl's been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let's take 378, and it's actually higher than that, but it's down 8% this year. So just think almost 400% over 5 years. That's damn near 100% a year. Divide that by 5. 75% a year. That's beating the S&P 500 easily. Can you get fentanyl from CVS at your local hospital if you don't want to risk dying on the street? Government passed a law where every hospital serves getting to help the community. This video was actually very informative. I lost my man to this stuff. Happy he at least wasn't in pain, man. I think at this point, everybody should get some Narcan and just keep it on them. You never know when you might come across somebody who might need it, bro. Honestly, 75% a year, bro. Let's look at Johnson & Johnson stock. They're only up 50% over the last 5 years. This isn't necessarily like I don't think they like be making pills and all that though. Pharmaceutical companies that make pills on the stock market. Yeah, LLY. Let's look at Novo, NVO. Litter and GLP-1 Ozempic. I already know Pfizer stock been going crazy too. Okay, this is only up 10%, but it had a big drop. Probably year to date, 26%. Yeah. I wonder what that's meaning in this sector. Truly, I wonder what their dividend is. 4.8%. That's pretty high. Pfizer. How you spell that? Okay, they're actually down 21% because they're not manufacturing the virus like they was. You know what I'm saying? But you see back in 2019, 2018 coming into 2019, all of 2019 it dipped. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good time to buy. Right when the COVID happened, right? That shit shot up because they was the ones doing the vaccine and stuff, right? But now look at them. They're even lower than they was back then. So I mean that just goes to show you, like, LLY, they're probably one of the leading causes of fucking fentanyl deaths, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does what dot what does LLY stock produce? Manufacture. Products manufactured. Pharmaceutical products focusing on diabetes, weight loss, GLP-1, oncology, immunology, and neuroscience. Let's look at opioid. Um, opioid. What did I say? Opioid manufacturers on the stock market. So we got Indivior, if that's how you say it, I don't know. Let's look at their stock. Johnson & Johnson, Alkermes. And look at that there. Look, all you gotta do is find an opioid stock, right? And they up 286% in the last 5 years. That's probably around 50% a year. 286, divide that by 5, that's 57. You know what I'm saying? This isn't really a good tell. Their IPO was $447 in 2014. That's insane. Imagine buying. You'll never fucking see that back ever. Let's look at ALKS. Let's see if it's kind of consistent. Over last 5 years, 59%. Nothing crazy there. But it's crazy how the top ones that they give you is literally the leading performers. Let's look at Malin Kinkort. Oh no, I said it. Stock. They're not gonna give me a price, a chart. It's probably like private or something. Yeah, it's only 2 cents a share. Yeah, they might be leading. They got that shit on Robinhood. I ain't gonna click on it because I use Robinhood. Stock tweets might tell me something. I mean, it's only 2 cents. Yeah, there's no chart data on that, so something we don't know about that. But anyways, man, y'all get the point, man. Y'all get the point, man. Leave these drugs and shit alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? You would have never watched a video detailing it otherwise. Shit, it just interested me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, let's see what this do. But man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Stay away from drugs, man. If it ain't weed, if it ain't even alcohol, I wouldn't even indulge in it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Uh I don't drink. I quit smoking. I'm actually about to get my my card again though. You know what I'm saying? It's in process. My weed card. You know what I'm saying? Just for at night. You know what I'm saying? So I can, relax. But outside of that, bro, I ain't messing with nothing, bro. Not even alcohol. Look up drug Flocka Zimbabwe or Zombieland. Do you really make massive income from the stock market? No. No, it's always based off of percentages, you know what I'm saying? So like just for shits and giggles, let's pull up VOO, which is the S&P 500. Tracks the top 500 companies in the stock market. It's up 75% over the last 5 years. 75, and that's even including this little market dip we're in right now with the war and all that. Divide that by 5, so 15% a year is pretty good, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not always sustainable. I mean, you see the last 2 years is where you've really seen all the growth for real. So how sustainable is this really? I imagine it's probably gonna dip, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, over time, I mean, just look at the max all time since 2010. I mean, you see the green chart. So it's always based off of percentages. Whatever amount of money you're going to invest, say you got $1,000, or let's just say $10,000, right? You invest that and you get 75% over 5 years. So what would that be? I don't even know how to run this numbers. I can figure it out though. Divide that. It would probably be divided to get your. Divide that by 75. Let's see. Gives you $133. 133. Let's take 75. That's a percentage, so it'd be like I'm not good at math like this, just off the top. Okay. If I invested $10,000 and got a 75% return, what is the return on that? You would have made $75,000 or $7,500. You know what I'm saying? So it's always based off of percentages. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's based off of. You know, it doesn't matter how much money you have in it. So say you had $1,000 in there, what would you make? $750. You know what I'm saying? It's the same numbers. All that matters is how much you're actually investing in. You know what I'm saying? Like every $1 million at 5% is gonna be $50,000. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know. Yeah. Stay away from plastic vapes. Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, man, we're gonna wrap this video up, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you want to hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, slap that dog shit about yourself. Because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the name.
This shit is in me, it ain't on me, you can't scrub it off. I've been riding by my lonely on that paper walk. And why you call your homies cause they bound to talk. Yeah, I've been focused on my chicken.